Hi everyone, remember this? Yeah, it's dry. We're going to have some fun now. We're going to paint it. You're going to take whatever colors you have. Doesn't mean you have to have every color into the book. Just enjoy the process, okay? So I'm going to use yellow, pink, and maybe orange for the rose. Yellow and green for this, and then we're going to let this dry again overnight. Then we're going to lead the background. I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to tap this on my hand. I'm going to just squirt a little bit of the pink here. A little bit of the pink here. And here. Try not to create bubbles. Bubbles are what makes nastiness. I'm not going to do too many petals in advance. I think that would be probably an epic mistake on my part if I did that in advance. Pull this down a little. There we go. The yellow runs a little thicker. I like that a lot. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Maybe I'll just do it yellow and pink. That's screaming at me. Yep, yellow and pink only. That's just going to be our rose color. You'll know when you've filled it enough. Sorry for my hands. I'm having to do this on top of everything else. I have a bubble. Try to pop it. We got it. Little bubbles don't bother. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to swirl these together. I don't want to make a new color. I just want to add a little bit of movement. It's our project. We can make it work however we want to. I'm getting tired, love. Sorry. It's been a day. Oh, that is looking really pretty. I hope you enjoy this process. I hope you can see. I'll be pulling it off the plastic in no time, or the board we're working on. I'll leave a dot there. And come through here. I'm not going to forget any spots, so don't worry. Be happy. Like I said, I don't want to go too many in advance, in case I have bubbles here and there. Like I said, the yellow runs a little thicker, so I feel a little freer to have a little fun. Yeah, I like that a lot. That is really pretty. That's setting my world happy right there. It really is. Look at that. You don't have to do any swirls if you don't want to. I just want to come in and make sure that I've got the color where I want it. I like to give it my own little flavor, like I do everything else, right? So I'm going to come in here, lay a little bit of this pink right on top of some of these areas. We can come in and add a little, I was going to say orange. And come in and add just a little bit of our yellow in spots. I see a bubble right here. We got it. That bubble is going to leave a hard space in your painting. You don't want that. But what you want is something that is just so incredibly beautiful that you can do yourself. I'm going to do millions of these because I find them fun. They relax me, and if it relaxes me, I do them often. I really do. I don't have a problem having fun. Not when I know how it's going to turn out, and it's going to turn out beautiful. This is where, like I said, you get to have a little fun with your flavor. You get to add the colors where you want, and you get to swirl. we get to swirl. And I love to swirl colors. You don't want to poke hard. So you poke a hole, you just want to lightly go over it. You'll be fine. You're going to be just fine. And then come through here and make sure all those are covered. Oh, look at that. Don't that just scream happiness? To put just a pink dot here, because remember that part was over. That's a big bubble. Let's pop it. Remember, this part is part of the leaf that comes over. You don't have to get technical, I know. I gotcha. If you tap it on your surface, it won't leave harsh bubbles like that. I promise. Okay? This bubble doesn't want to stop, so I'm going to take my finger in and smooth that one away. Come in and add a dot here, a dot right back there. Come in here, right through here. Oh, this is just looking so good. Can you believe that so far? You've seen nothing yet, my friends. Absolutely nothing yet. We are just going to create and create and create because we can. Oh, this needs a little bit of yellow right there. Take my skewer, go back in, move those colors around, kind of let them have their flavor, if you will. Oh, look at that. You're probably thinking no rhyme and reason's going to stop you from doing this. I don't blame you. This is absolutely foolproof and mistake-proof. You just have to get those bubbles. Alright? Bubbles you have to kill. Hard for someone who likes bubbles. But you have to do it. I'm going to swirl around there a little bit. That is just making me happy. Can you believe how beautiful that is? It really comes to life, doesn't it? I'm going to go right here. Oh, look at that. I'll put a little drop more. Except I put a big bubble in it. Right there. I'm going to have a little more fun with our colors here. Make sure they're smoothed around the way we like them. Come through here and make sure it comes to the edges. Oh yeah. See, I'm loving the flavor of that. That just screams at me. Flavor. Super sassy. A lot of fun. Now, you're not going to want to lift this once you do this. Alright, you're going to kind of want to just let this sit on the surface, let it dry for about 24 hours. And you won't have a problem at all. Okay? Trust me, I would not lead you wrong on this. We're having way too much fun. Alright, now, there's a little greenery there. That'll be fine. So there's like a little dot right here that needs just a bit of pink. So rather than put that green, I'm just going to leave this a solid pink color there. And that is the first part of our lovely Faux stained glass. You're going to really have to work to get your bubbles. It's the only thing that's a pain about this. Are the bubbles. They happen, don't worry about it. You'll get them. It's just a little time consuming, but it's so worth it. Someone's going to come into your home and go, oh my god, you made that? You're going to be like, yep. Teresa showed me the way. And I'm really good at giving you the permission to play. Well, I don't need to give you permission. I just have to show you how to play. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to pause the video and I'll be right back. Alright, loves, I had to pop some bubbles. You have to get really close to it. And I did to pop them all up. Now you're going to take your green and your yellow. I'm going to move it so you can see. And now we're going to have more fun. Let's do this, shall we? I'm going to come right down the stem here a little bit. Just in some areas. Like this. And you're going to hear scuffing feet. That's normal around here. I tapped it on my surface. And if I went online, I'm not going to worry about it. Because here's what you do. You just pick up a rag. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. There we go. Sorry for the head in the shot. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. And I'm going to smooth this through. Just like this. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Now, I'm going to pick, everything's on the table from doing everything. I'm going to have to clean the room again. No big deal. I'm going to go through here gently and just kind of maneuver this without marking the vinyl. I'm just going to come in and swirl. And I'm going to get the air bubbles while I can. My hands look really gross. That's okay. I like that part of life. You get your hands all mucky. I'm going to move on for a minute, so I'm going to come right here. I'm going to add the green. I'm going to add some yellow. And add more green. No rhyme or reason. We're going to do like we did with the pink and the yellow. You're going to just move it gently around. And basically you're going to want to just kind of shade it like this. Go back and forth rather than the squiggles like we did with the flowers. It's your art. You do it your way. Because your art is perfect. Alright? I'm going to carry on here. And do some yellow here. And do a little bit yellow here. A little yellow there. And take the green very gently. The green is really more fluid out of all of the colors, so I'm going to go around with a Q-tip here and a few and clean up the areas where I spilled. It's not a big deal. It's just not. It's meant to be beautiful. It's meant to be a part of you. So I'm going to swirl that in there. I'm going to pull it back and forth. Just like that. This is so relaxing. Oh, I see why people spend days in their studios. They get hooked on something, they're like, I can't stop. I can't stop. I'm not going to stop. There's a bubble there. It's driving me nuts. Sticking my hand in it. Can't relax it. I keep fighting the noise of that television. And it's frustrating me. I'm going to move this so I can see it here. You can see it too, loves. I promise. There's a glare. There we go. There's some big bubbles here, and what that's going to do is going to leave a hole. I don't want to leave a hole in this. I want to send this out in some happy mail. Give a little light to somebody's darkness. you know? You have to keep working the bubbles out. It's patience for this. I haven't developed a way to make that quick, or to even get rid of them all the way. Maybe they'll have a product one day that won't do that, and we'll be able to enjoy it. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about that part there. I got that with my finger. These bubbles here always end up in the corners, and it's really frustrating because you're trying to do a professional job and you get bubbles. So if I can't get the bubble, I pull it up on top of the letting that we did, and voila, it is fine. And come through here and add a little more yellow, because this is a back leaf. Don't worry about it. You can do this. A little more green. And then we're going to fill that in. It's looking pretty. Can you believe we drew our own rose and we're now using it in another area? Wow. Yeah. I'm going to show you all kinds of things to play with. All kinds of ways to be the completely awesome. Not so awesome when you do that. There's a reason for it. In case you have stuff on your surface, I'll show you how to cure it. That looks good. That looks really good, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm going to do the rest of these leaves real quick. One leaf at a time. It's the best way to do it, right? One leaf at a time. Just like one day at a time. Now those are some huge bubbles. Sometimes you have to get your fingers in there and get them dirty. That's okay though. We do that a lot. So once this dries, I'm going to finish the stained glass effect. Now, the reason we didn't put the background in right away is because it is so hard. Oh, that TV's driving me crazy today, guys. I'm sorry. It's been a day of getting my butt chewed off for no reason. I chew back, though. Anyway, the reason we didn't do that is you're going to get confused on what is the front, what is the flower, what is the back. And that's not fun. I learned that the hard way. Yes, I did. I'm going to just go around here. Pull those little bubbles all up for the stem here. There we go. And if I get holes, I'll just put more colors in it. We'll just put some black in it and call it a day. We'll call it an accent. Sometimes you have to go in, like I said, and just use your finger. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? A lot of fun, isn't it? This part takes a little bit of time because you're working in a larger area and you have to really go in. You don't want to forget this. And then I squirt on the outer part on both sides there, which is really stupid of me. Just take your finger and wipe it up. If you have a Q-tip, use that, and then I go into that leaf. Boy, I'm telling you, it doesn't take much to make me a nervous wreck, but a lot of televisions do it, and I wake up to this Price is Right every morning. Blaring. Can't live without the game show. And I can't stand it. It drives me crazy. Get these people in there that squeal like they've never had anything in their life, and I'm like, you can go to the store and buy it. You're gonna pay taxes on it. Because I'm mean like that. I'm gonna take my finger. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, here we go. Remember, nothing has to be perfect. When I say perfect, I'm just playing that it's good. Alright. There we go. Here we go. Are you ready? Let's have some fun. Deep breath. Look at this. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I am trying, Lord, to have patience. Anyway, I'm not grumpy. I'm just one of those people that likes it quiet. Can't help it. It's what I like. I see that's jumping a little bit. Pick it up with my finger. That looks like there's not that many bubbles in there, doesn't it? Yeah. You're gonna take your time with this. Like I said, this is a lengthy project because unless you're good at knowing where you leave off. Those bubbles drive me crazy. I wish they wouldn't even have that in there. I tell you. I think that, like stained glass artists, we have problems with our soldering and we have issues with our bubbles. I want to make sure I have enough in there, which we do now, finally. We can come in and just have a little fun finishing it up. Coloring the roofs, shall we? This thing is going to be so pretty when it's done. I hope you give this a try. Remember, there's nothing here that you can't do. I'm going to show you the way all the time. You have questions on it? Don't forget to ask me. You're curious about something? Don't forget to ask me. And hit that like, subscribe, come back, chat to me. You know you're going to miss me. How's that for sassy? Huh? That's pretty sassy, Teresa. Put the dot of that green right there because I can tell I don't have enough. You don't want it to pull away. You just want to play with it. Have some fun. So I'm going to be right back once this is finished and dried. Okay? And that is the way it's going to be. Alright? I'm going to get a little crazy anal over these bubbles here because we want it to be a showstopper. So see ya when this dries. Be right back. Hi everyone. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're back to finish her up. Well, maybe, maybe not. Depends on how steady my hands are. We're going to do the background. But before we do the background, as it's been one of those weeks where it's been a little dusty, I'm just going to go over it with some water. Well, actually a baby wipe. And we're going to get started. I'll let that dry for a second. Get the crinkles out of the way. Drive myself nutty. And I'm going to pick a dry little cloth that I have. Nothing on it. It's not going to scratch it, hurt it, or harm it. And we're going to call that clean. Are you ready to do the background? Yeah, I know the process. You're scared. Don't be scared. I'm going to turn it around like this. Now, when I do backgrounds for this, I like to do the lines wonky because if I have to do them straight, it kind of stresses me out. But for your sake, I'm going to try. How I'm going to try is I'm going to take a ruler and I'm going to go directly using my grid. I'm going to tap this on my palm. Have you found this project fun? I have. It's beautiful when it's done. Super gorgeous. Super, super gorgeous. Okay, now, the reason you need wax paper is you're going to want to see if it comes out smooth. Just like that, you're golden. And you're just going to clean the tip off. Let's get started. Here we go. I'm going to let it bubble up in areas. That's my fault. Like I said, it doesn't need to be perfect. If it's perfect, it's overrated, and we didn't do it. I'm going to set that there. I have a Q-tip out. So all you do is just pick it up, hands cooperate with the Q-tip. And that's probably like one of the reasons why I like to just have a little fun and a little flavor with it without being too severely stressed. Got water down the front of me. Now you're going to want to clean your ruler off pretty thoroughly. And we're going to do this down here. Like I said, we're going to have a little more fun. So I don't really fret and stew about this. I mean, we did the rose to absolute perfection. You're going to want to wet your Q-tip. Just kind of drag it along. Like that. It's not going to hurt anything. I'm being a little extra careful. There we go. And if it comes out of the line, I just take my finger, hopefully with a steady hand, and let it go. Now, this is going to be a challenge. I have to turn it again. Remind myself that is wet. It's wet, Teresa. You silly rabbit. And the reason I'm doing this is to leave a little bit of the plastic, or the vinyl, excuse me, on the outer part so that you can frame this with wood or a wood frame that's see-through on both sides. Well, you know what I mean. Some have a backing. I'm going to tap it again. Let's get started. Here we go. And we're quiet as we do this. Scary beans, I tell you. You see what I did? I wiggled. Oh, it's a mistake. No, it's not. Get these markers out of my way. Yeah, no, that's a mistake. See, we're starting to blunder. We're getting to the end. I don't worry about it. Because I know it's not dry. We can come in and fix anything. And you're just going to wipe it up while it's wet. Let's just redo that line, shall we? Let's redo the whole thing. Let's say you made a blunder. A bad one like I did. Come in. Dry it off. Well, it has paint on it, but that's alright. I don't really care. If the person who receives it has a problem with it, they can go buy one. That's what I say. Go buy one. I've got no time for it. And I have to clean this spot here. Once you put the color in, it's not going to matter. No one's going to judge you. If they do, they don't want your art in the first place. They just want to rag on you. We don't play that game here, do we? I can see a little more nastiness right here. And you're just going to scrub it up. Just like that. They got on the picture, the moisture did. I don't worry about that. I'm going to clean that off again. Lay it back down in its spot. And clean that off. See, it's just a blunder fill now. Teresa, you're making mistakes. I told you we're going to do that. You keep it real here. Alright, let's do it again. Alright. Don't break the tip of it, you silly goon. Let me get that water bottle out of my way. It is not my night. My hand is shaking. And I can see that it's leaving a mark, and I don't like it. So you're going to really want to clean your material. And I'm scrubbing really hard on that vinyl to get rid of it. That's what I'm doing. There. Now I'm going to take another rag here, and I'm just going to scrub the dickens out of the side of this ruler. I'm not amused with it. And we're going to go for the third time. I'm glad it happened though, so you know how to fix it. Remember, it's homemade. It's not professionally done. Okay, and I wipe the tip off. Let's give it a go. Constant, even pressure. That's what you want. I didn't think we were going to survive it. But we did. Until we drop things on it and make ourselves mad. No need. Like over here, where I did a blender. Again, right here. Just go in, as it is. It's one of those nights, let me tell you. Go in and just erase that line. I'm not going to erase the whole thing. We're going to give it some flavor. I'm going to go with this lovely tool of goo. See, because otherwise it's going to look manufactured, and I don't like it to look manufactured. We fixed it. Alright? I'm going to pause, be right back. Alright, we're back. Yay. That's the only part that I'm going to be really strict and rigid on. I don't really feel like being too much more strict on it. So now I'm going to take, and I'm going to come over here, hopefully. I have to make sure you can see first of all. I'm going to come over here, tap it down, probably work side to side. I'll be right with you. I'm going to start over here. I'm going to use the edge of that paper as my guide, because I don't want to take and ruin what we've got going on. See, that was pretty easy, wasn't it, sailors? Yes, it was. I have everything on the surface I don't need, making me a little cranky. Alright, here we go. Hold your breath. We're going to give it another round. If it comes off wavy, that's the flavor it wants. And I'm not going to stop it. There we go. That was difficult. If you want to do, like I said, the straight part is going to drive you crazy unless you're really straight and honest with your hands. With me, I like to do it Willy Wonky, like the Chocolate Factory, and have us some fun. Let's do this. Now, most stained glass artists would tell you they divide it and all this other stuff. But to me, it's going to leave too harsh of a line. So, I'm going to go right in to where our rose is at. And if it bubbles like that, I'm going to leave it. Because it's pretty. Remember, it doesn't need to be perfect. Perfect is severely overrated. Ah, that feels good. Don't that feel wonderful? Come in and just lay big pieces down at first. Make sure they connect or you'll have a problem, trust me. Then I'm going to come down because we don't want to go in the same line time after time. That's a song by Cyndi Lauper. I know, I wasn't singing. I was just playing. Perfect. See, I like the wiggle wiggle to my lines. I think that just means it's sassified. And there's nothing better than sassifying your art. See? Big chunks. You can go in and do little chunks later. But right now, what you just want to do, you're going to go, but not all those lines when you do it. The soldering can be the wiggle part. See? It's just a matter of preference. And then go through, make sure that it's all attached. It looks attached to me. We've come a long way, baby. We don't want to mess it up. Okay? So you're probably thinking, alright, here we go. I'm going to do that last. I'm going to go kind of, not really corner to corner. I'll leave that there. And then I'm going to come some right over here. Yeah, I like that a lot. Now this is going to have a big piece directly in the center, and we'll shatter it later if we need to. I'm going to come up like this, kind of just let it flow out. We're doing the big lines now. Where you thought the little lines for that rose were hard. Oh no, never, never. There's always a challenge. I promise. And I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to just, right towards me, I'm going to blend that back. Then this is going to come in like this. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just like that. What do you think? What do you think? I know. I can feel you go, oh my god, is she serious? We're going to do this? You don't have to. I'm just showing you what you can do. That's the fun part. So I'm going to break this up. I don't want to go too corner to corner and make it a box. I don't want to do that at all. But I am going to have fun. And I'm going to leave this, like it's a small piece right there, come in and break that up like that. And then maybe like that. I don't want it symmetrical on each side. I think that would be really boring. I want to lay in curves and let you know it's really stained glass without being expensive. So I'm going to go right here, and I'm going to come up like that, like we're piecing it together. I don't want to go corner to corner, matchy match. I don't want to do that. So this, I'm going to come down like that. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm going to leave that one alone. Okay. Now this one, we're going to leave at an angle, like that. Turn it around. Can you see? Are you having fun? I know. I got a little frustrated. It's alright. Doesn't matter. It's no hair off our chins, ladies and gents. For this one, I'm going to come down and duplicate the leaf shape without actually duplicating the leaf shape. That's a trick. And this one, I'm going to come straight down like that. It's going to settle and flatten a little bit. It's not going to be so high up in the air that we're going to be worried about it. Pen's driving me nuts. I'm sighing like a crazy person. Alright, now we're going to leave that alone there. This, I kind of want to go like that. Yep, perfect. And I think from here, we're going to lay in that piece. Now we have the center of this rose. We do have to break it up. And where you break that up is going to be up to you. And the same goes for this one. So maybe we'll come up like that. And we'll come down like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then this, and then come straight down, and we're going to curve it. You don't have to curve it. I'm curving it. I think it's fun. Okay, so you're starting to see the process. It's a lot of fun. It can make you nervous. But I want to come in and do a little more line work right there. And that is our final letting. No more letting to do. We have to let it dry. It's a must. We must let it dry. And it's going to be super Califragilistic XP. Oh my gosh, is that gonna be gorgeous? Now that was a big word. I'm just looking to make sure all of the areas are covered. There's a part here by the rose bottom here that's not. Come on. There we go. Now it's fixed. They're gonna look that hard at it. Goodness gracious. Guess they're not in it for the prize, are they? We don't care. So that has to dry, and we will be back in a couple hours, and we're gonna finish it off. Alright? No worries, okay? You can do this. I showed you how to fix blenders, remember? I did about 3 of them in a row. And I will be back. We will finish this up, let it dry, and it will be done. I promise. Stay tuned. Alright, everyone. We're ready for the final round of our Faux stained glass window. What I'm going to use, well, I looked it up, and I saw things that were cool. So I'm going to use black and blue behind. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Let's give it a shot, shall we? I'm going to tap off on my surface. Take my wax paper here. I don't think this one's going to work. If it doesn't work, we'll just switch to another color. Yeah, it's not going to work. That's okay. We'll switch to another color. It doesn't matter. We might do all blue. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm thinking of using the pink with the... I just lost my paper. The blue. So I'm going to go and use the blue here. The blue is really good and thick. Yeah, I'm liking that. And we're just going to feather it out. I really hate it when I get bubbles. The Z bubbles drive me crazy. But it happens. This project's turning out really awesome, by the way. Having a lot of fun. There we go. We just stab them on the other end. That works. I'm going to take the bubble off the end of this pink one. I'm going to go in with the pink right here. And a little more pink. I'm going to put, whoa, that could have been a mistake. But it's okay. I hate it when my hands do that. I've had a day like that today. And it's taken, just stomp the bubbles down. And I'm going to swirl that right through here very gently. I don't want to get it into the rose by any means, though it's dry. I'm going to give it sort of a iridescent, neonish glow type thing. Really cool. Use the colors that you like. You don't have to use the same colors. We know the rules. There are none. We're just going to go through and play like we normally do. Just like this. So pretty, pretty. Warm in here tonight. I got wind chapped walking across the parking lot with my dad to get groceries today. Oh, groceries was fun. You want to talk about expensive? Groceries have gotten really out of control with pricing. $162 to buy fruit and vegetables. Fresh fruit and vegetables, and I'm not exaggerating. No potato chips, no cheese, nothing. Talk about crazy. Whew. We got up there, my dad looked at me and went, oh my god. I bought tomatoes, 5 types of apples, some watermelon, bananas, and some onions. I had a cabbage and what else was there? Oh, 2 Cornish hens that were on sale. And I'm trying to figure out what else there was. Tomatoes. I said tomatoes, right? I don't know. I'm just talking to you while I do this. But yeah, there were quite a few, oh my goodness, moments. My dad looked at me and went, oh my god, kid. I'm like, yeah. We had bought nothing for protein at all. Then we go over to buy protein, and that comes to $171. And my dad looks at me and goes, what is this world coming to? And I was talking to a levy here in the past, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to show my doctor how expensive it is to eat healthy. It's actually easier to eat bags and bags and bags and bags and bags of potato chips. However, the medication it's going to take to get you healthy again is expensive, so it's always a catch-22. It's not pleasant when you just want to be healthy, so it's a process, let me tell you. I'm going to stop there and pull that up, pop these bubbles. This has been very relaxing, very rewarding. I think this is going to knock your socks off. You're going to really enjoy it. And I hope that you want to do a few of these and then show me your pictures. Heck, I want to see everything. I'm going to go right here. There we go. Remove these bubbles. And keep talking to you while we do it. You want to make sure you get into the rose, but not all the way into the rose. You know what I mean. You want to swirly bop the ends here. Give it some movement. And just enjoy it. You're going to get a little bit of bubbles here and there. It's not really a big deal. Just as long as they're not big bubbles. The big bubble, that's a problem. They're going to leave craters in your work, and you don't want that. So I'm just going to come through here and tippy tap on them and pull them over to the side like they said to do. I'm going to contact the company and see what I can do about getting these so that they're not like that. I'm going to show it to you. The reason you can't see it is I forgot my light. I'll be right back. I knew something wasn't working out right. There. That's better. Sorry about that. See? Yeah, you can see now. You'll be able to see a lot more once I take the stuff off of it. Now I'm working around the rose first. That's the important part, to work first. Because I'm gonna put my hands in. I'm not gonna have fun. I'm gonna get a little cranky. And you're gonna want to leave this sitting down, flat surface, let it dry for yet again another couple of hours. It'll become tacky depending upon the area that you live in, the climate I mean. It's trying to make a mistake already. And that's why we fixed it. Did you see that? Mistakes happen. Teresa fixed it. Alright. Come on. I'm going to pull this pink forward here because it's trying to slide off the side. I probably put a little too much. But that's okay. Because I'm going to pick this up where it's going over the side here. And I'm going to just tap it forward. Just like that. And it'll be just fine. I promise. It will be just fine. I need another towel here. And I don't know if I'm going to take you through the whole process or not. Sometimes I get a little carried away. Less is more in this little case here. It's off. We fixed it. No worries. I'm going to pull just a dot more of that blue right there. There we go. And let it go. Just like that. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. It's a process of fun. It's not going to hurt anything. You just want to make sure that's supposed to be there. I wish he'd sit down. He's making me nervous, scuffing back and forth. I know you can hear it. Sorry. Frustrated. He wants to go out and spend another $250 on crap and nothing got done this year. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not. I just don't have time for someone to sit outside and brag about all they've got and they're not doing nothing with it. That irritates me. It really does. So, think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here and I'm going to finish this up because you have the gist of it now, because I'm struggling with my nerves. And I'll be back when it's done. Stay tuned, friends. Alright, everyone, you're going to see that I filled it all in. Yes, what a fun project to do. Now, if you get little areas that are a little lighter than some areas, don't worry about it. Alright? I know I have plenty on there. It's going to sit flat. It's just going to show that there's a light. But if you do worry about it, you can come in, add a couple more drops, and then just twirl it around. Make it fit. If you think it has enough, by all means, leave it alone. There's nothing wrong with this. It's your project. You art your heart, and the rest will follow. I will see you in another day. It's a lengthy process, but yeah. I made the pink look like there's a little bit of flame here and there, and darken some areas, give it some light, give it some darkness, just to have a little bit of fun. This project is not hard at all. It's just a little time consuming. In most cases, you don't have to wait 24 hours for it to dry. Here, I have the furnace on in the Midwest. I have to wait about 2 to 3 hours before it's tacky. But when I go to fix it, I want to make sure that it is 100% dry. And I see a little spot over here. So you're going to have to kind of turn your piece around, make sure that you've got it all up to the lighting. And it will be phenomenal once it's done. Another place there. It's one of those things you're just going to have to kind of eye grope and just keep eye groping it until it's the perfection that you want it. Alright? I will see you soon so we can take it off the board and see if it really looks good when we turn it over. Alright, I'll see you in a few. Bye for now. Everyone, how you doing? We're a couple days later, well, 1 day later, and we're going to unveil this. Yep, we're going to take it off our thing because it's all dry, and it's pretty pretty. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. I'm not nervous. I know there's going to be probably a blunder here or there, because the product itself, I'm going to contact Rosemary, believe it or not, and give her a talking to on it, and ask some questions. Not in a bad way. The talking to sounds like she's going to rip her head off. No, I'm not. I just have some questions. They really appreciate feedback. Sorry for talking so fast. I'm chewing on some cinnamon gum. About to go in and clean my teeth up here. I ate dinner, pizza and an apple. A couple of chips and dip too. I don't do that often, the dippy thing, but I do crave it once in a while. So that's all I'm saying. Alright. We left this beautiful thing to its lovely masterpiece. I'm going to pull the tape off this gently so we don't rip it. And we're going to continue on. I apologize if I'm chewing and slopping in your ear. I'm not trying to. I'm trying to get this off. Dad and I went out today again, and cold out there. Almost winter coat. Tomorrow we're going to be high of 34, which is our lows normally, so we're going into winter, kids. It's going to be burry. This I will set aside. I will put this on the floor, and we will see what we've created. Nervous? Yeah, me too. Will you look at that? It turned out absolutely beautiful. That is really stunning. Did you know we could do it? I didn't. Let's hold it up for you to see this way, so you can see through it. I had proper lighting in here tonight. I'm having issues, man. You can see all the way through it. Yeah, and that is just absolutely beautiful. There's some little bits of bubbles that went down to the surface, but you know, I'm not going to worry about it because it's homemade. Stained glass has bubbles in their glass that you use. They're expensive, by the way, let me tell you. But I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. I truly hope you give this project a try. It is a little time consuming, but the only reason why it's time consuming is you have to wait for the lighting to dry, and then you come back, color the picture in, and then do the lighting in the background, and it's just truly an epic piece. So Like I say, I hope you try this. I hope you have a lot of fun with it. All right? Bless me be in your life. Bless me be in your journey. And thank you for blessing me with your presence. I want you to stay classy, stay sassy, and most of all, stay you. That's where it's at for me. Everybody is their own unique perfection. Doesn't matter. All right? Have a great, safe, healthy, happy weekend, and I will see you Monday for more fun. Bye for now, my love.